We back. We are back. We are back. We are back. Welcome to the All Even Podcast. My name is Barry Grant Jr. You can catch me on Instagram and X at All Even Podcast. You can also catch me on TikTok at All Even Media. You can listen to the show on Podbeam as well as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. I'm all over the place. And go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Tell a friend because the page is growing. Claw!
Hey.
What's up?
What's up?
Where's my hat?
Transit, actually.
Is it? I'm excited.
No, transit back. It's been a process.
Oh, my goodness.
They don't do returns.
Listen, I messed up because I didn't know my hat size.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know. I've been wearing snapbacks for like 15 years. You got to understand.
And the problem is you try to do something nice for yourself and then you fuck it up.
Yeah.
So.
But you did try to convince me, like, I don't think that you were 3/8, bruh. And I was like, nah, bring the 3/8.
You're on the 3/8, bro.
I don't listen. I think that's my biggest problem, right?
You want the old one back?
Huh?
You want the old one back?
No.
I think you should just deal with it.
No.
Okay.
I don't want that. This is not 2001 Harlem. I don't want to look like that.
Just saying.
I don't like that look.
Put a do-rag under.
No. It's not even going to matter.
What?
Like, my head pause is too small for that. Yeah. Well, good to see you.
You too, buddy.
Yeah, very sophisticated. I don't like the pose, but, you know.
I'm an adult.
To each.
Yeah.
Jimmy the Super Intern is here. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Good to be here. Yeah. Keep your gambling to a minimum tonight, okay?
No.
Don't go crazy.
We're keeping it low tonight.
Yeah.
Day off before the Knicks play again.
Oh, listen, I know that's going to go crazy. Don't let the Knicks win. That's all I'm saying. Don't let them win that game. Because 7th Avenue is going to be, you can't even go down there. You can't even go down there. And if you're a Pacers fan, don't even go down there. Don't even go down there. You know what I mean? It's lit.
Yeah. I was taking the elevator today in the city.
Yeah.
And, young kid, like, managing the elevator. I'm like, all right, got his Jalen Brunson braids and his, you know what I'm saying, Gucci belt and his uniform. I'm like, all right, this kid's hip. I'm like, yo, you saw the game yesterday? He's like, nah. I'm like, all right. He said, I'm a Clippers fan. I was like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Yo.
That's all right.
Yo, you should have pressed the emergency button and said there's a terrorist. It's a terrorist in here.
Did you see the Jalen Brunson lookalike contest?
Yeah, I saw that. He could have been in it.
Asian Brunson got hosed.
Asian Brunson.
Yo.
Can't beat that.
That's crazy.
He got hosed.
That's crazy. Silent Assassin is here. We're not even going to reveal what she just did.
We're not.
But that was great.
That was wild.
It just got stuck a little bit.
Yo. We're doing drug testing, random screens.
She's been batting 1,000 tonight.
Today, like, she's
What is happening?
10.
What is happening? But yes, good to see you.
Yeah.
You know?
Good to see you too.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot going on over there. You do what you do. we got guests in the building.
She look like she's on Skid Row.
Yeah, you really do. What's up, man?
How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling great.
It's been a while, man.
Yeah, you decide that you don't want to come to pod.
Nah. It's life happens, but I'm happy.
Don't give me that excuse. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Things, you know how it is. Happy belated.
Oh, come on, don't really don't do that.
Nah. Happy belated. I wish I was here for that, bro. I
It
heard
was,
about it.
It was a nice night, you know.
It sounded like a nice night.
People came through, and Silent Assassin drank all the alcohol.
See, I'd have came just for that.
Oh, Keith came here. Was drinking all the alcohol as well. He got zooted and booted real quick.
Yeah, and he had his shirt half on, half off.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what was happening.
I didn't know what was going on.
So, but shout out to Keith. But yeah, I'm good. I'm all right. Just I'm tired, right? But I'm not like tired like how I used to be. Because with work, with being a parent of an 8-year-old, right? With the pod, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, right? And I never used to be a coffee drinker. I used to be like a tea guy, right? But I started drinking coffee because I needed to have something extra. That wasn't working.
Though. Coffee's addictive.
That's what I'm saying. I would drink a little bit, and then you have to keep drinking it to have the, you know what I mean? To have the caffeine high. I had to just keep doing it. So it was getting addicted. I didn't like it. Then I was doing these energy drinks. I used to see Silent Assassin drinking all the. I'm like, all right, let me try that.
That's not for us, man.
Yeah.
We're past that age.
So I was just like, exactly, right? That's exactly what happened. So I'm like, I got to figure something out, man. I need something else to be able to make sure that I was able to sustain my busy lifestyle. I have a very busy life. So.
And you were hanging on like by espresso and like good vibes alone, so that's not a thing.
You can't do that.
No.
Especially with my type of lifestyle, you can't do that.
Right.
You know, and shouts to Nick. Nick told me about Magic Mind.
Okay.
Right? So he was like, look, let's reach out to Magic Mind. Let's have them send us some product because you might like it. And I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not bad. It's not bad. So Nick reached out to me and told me about Magic Mind. So I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. But caffeine is caffeine. Like, I don't see a really big deal about what I'm doing now, all the energy drinks that I'm taking. So
yeah, what makes Magic Mind so special? Like, what makes it so different?
they say time-released caffeine, right?
Okay.
So the scientific term is nano encapsulation. I had to look it up myself because I was over here like, what does that mean?
So wait, time release. So like instead of drinking it and then getting a crash, it kind of just like keeps feeding you throughout.
Right. So it's like over instead of it happening quickly, it happens over a span of hours rather than immediate.
And how does it taste?
Tastes great. So, you know, Nick reached out to Magic Mind. They kind of aligned with what we were doing in regards to easy conversations, just being really, really laid back. And we decided that we wanted to partner with them. We wanted to sponsor them or have them sponsor us.
Which one are you on now?
I'm on all three of them. I've been on all three of them for about a week.
Trifecta, huh?
Yeah, the original one is my go-to though, because you know the fact that I have the mental fatigue going on. Sometimes you know you got the work-life balance, podcast, family, all of these things. You know, I definitely use the original one for my go-to. You know, Magic Mind keeps me clear-headed, making sure that I'm able to make these decisions that I have to make on a daily because I have a very, very busy life.
Gotcha. And then I guess like the coffee just like a hype you up, and the energy is just gonna hype you up and then just crash you out. So this like levels you out the whole way.
Yeah, it levels you out, and also you know with the nootropics, you know you get your daily dosage of vitamin D and C and all that other stuff. So it's good balance for your body. There's a lot of stuff that, and Jasmine loves it. Jasmine loves it because she loves the free one, the one that doesn't have as much caffeine.
Okay.
But she's a big herbalist, and you know it has lion's mane in it. So anything that got mushrooms in it, she's gonna be, you know, hip to it. So you know it's good.
And no jitters, nothing like that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So it's like cool for the crashy folks as well as like the anxious folks as well.
Absolutely. I mean, we also got you got the other one too, the Max. The
Max.
Max is it's 3 times the amount of caffeine. So if you really need like,
That sounds like something I would need.
yeah, exactly. Like for people that are like very, very heavy into like long hours, this is the one that you need to use.
I need
You
that
know what I'm
focus,
saying?
right?
Facts.
Yeah, got it.
Facts. 3 times, like I said, 3 times the caffeine.
Yo, that sounds great. Where can I get Magic Mind?
You can go on their website, man. Go right on their website. Put in Magic Mind /AllEven60. Put in my promo code AllEven60. You can get 60% off the first time subscription with 20% off the one-time buy if you do choose to do that. 100% money back guarantee as well.
Okay.
And your brain will thank you. That's a fact.
So stay on the grind with Magic Mind. All right, now that's out the way. Let's get into some. Are we talking sports yet? Or are we going straight into some off-sports topics? Well, what are we doing? I'll leave it to y'all.
There's too much salacious topics going on, especially one really big court case right now. Like, how can we talk about sports?
We've talked about Diddy enough here.
Every day I'm learning something that I didn't want to know.
What is that?
Every day, something new with the trial. I don't need to know that Laura London was setting up the free calls. Y'all could have kept that information to yourselves.
But isn't this? I keep asking the question, right? We talked about this, Claude. This is supposed to be a RICO,
This is a freako.
right?
This ain't got nothing to do with
Yo.
RICO.
At the bar, like seriously. I just don't understand why we need to be privy to all of this information. I don't get it.
It's a lot, man. It's
What did you say, Claude? What did you say this was?
Play.
Yeah. I'm starting to believe it now.
And I mean, listen, I've stood my stance on this before. I'm going to say it again. Man, free the guys, man.
Hey, Trump said
hey, Big T might come through.
Big T might come through and say like, enough. Enough.
Hey,
Enough.
Let him out.
But yo, you ain't see what 50 wrote?
Yeah, but that's hate.
Yeah,
That's too
hate.
much hate.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's hate.
That's biting the cheese though.
That's wild hate.
That's wild hate, and that's biting the cheese.
Wild hate. So he was like, nah, he gonna have to talk to big homie and tell him how bad it is. Like, yo, what?
Diddy was definitely talking crap about Trump, but like, nah, let that lie. Let it lie.
Yeah, come on
say
now,
that
man.
For another time. That's biting the cheese.
You gotta
man.
relax on that.
Talking about biting the cheese, do you think Kid Cudi is a snitch for taking a stand and talking? Because Young Thug called him a rat. And
If he got subpoenaed, he got subpoenaed.
You got subpoenaed.
yeah, but do you have to say something when you get subpoenaed?
It's the same thing with Cassie. She didn't have to spill the beans neither. So if she went out there and went, you know what he did? Okay, went in Rome. If she's out here doing that, well, I guess that's what I gotta do.
But they try to pull the Cudi stuff to make him look like a super nefarious
Yeah.
situation.
He opened his Christmas gifts. I don't know how much more nefarious you can get. You can put my dog in the bathroom and open my Christmas gifts. Like, forget the Porsche. Like, I get another one. So you open my gifts, bro. Like, you wanted me to know
He's a little off. We know that.
that you can get in my crib.
Yeah. They did it on purpose. They did.
You know what he said too when he opened the gifts? Take that.
Man, but like I said, I'm not following too because again, it's just if you ain't got nothing on them outside of the free calls, let's just end it.
I mean, they
Let's
broke
just
into
end
his
it.
house. They took all these tapes, and we ain't seen nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
So it's
Like
I
this,
don't know.
it's moving at a snail's pace.
Yeah, free to God.
Yeah, like
God, you heard? Bring my man out, man.
I ain't going that far.
But you know what
y'all
I'm
trying
saying?
to get me
Though?
canceled.
Listen, the part that nobody's talking about, right? And this is just, we're listening to the information come out, and all the people testifying and coming out and getting, called upon. And none of the sex workers are females.
Listen, man, it's a new world. It's a new day.
Listen. Dwight Howard don't get judged, so we can't judge Diddy. We can't.
Plus, also, none of them said he engaged in them.
I don't think that they have to. I think it's
Nah, he was in the cuck chair. He was in the cuck chair, bro. Every hotel got one cuck chair, and we got to call that the Diddy chair now.
dude.
He was directing traffic.
According to the transcripts, they said that he was rubbing the stuff on himself. Like, yo, what type of wild nonsense are you into, bro?
But does that make you gay?
Yes. What?
I mean, it makes you a freak. It makes you a different level of freak. But if you're not engaging with a man, dudes like to watch their girls get piped out.
But the byproduct.
But
I'm
come on
not
now.
messing with the byproduct.
The byproduct is
That's
being
all I'm saying.
lathered.
Yeah.
On his body.
Right.
Chris.
Your shorty is not getting lathered.
Like,
He's saying, nah. Don't do that to her. Bring it over here.
No, she's a conduit. You got to get them off of her first, and then put it on.
And then
that's what makes it not gay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you're doing a very good job as his defense right now.
I just want to know which one
Yo,
you went to.
the
You sound like
crazier
you
part
went
to
to
me
one.
Nasty.
was him like wrapping his head around or like wearing a ski mask. Like, we don't know that's Diddy. Like, he'd be there with like a turban on and sunglasses.
Bro, your tattoos
like,
are showing, bro. Like, we know.
we know who Cassie is. Like, who you think?
Y'all came together.
Right.
Literally.
It's like, yo, you told everybody that you'll be back and you went to the bathroom and put a ski mask on. Like, what?
So you're on Classic Records. I know the voice. I know the voice.
You're dancing the same way as Diddy.
Yo,
Yo,
what are
this
we
whole-
talking
this
about,
whole
man?
trial is just
2025 is a movie, son.
Dumpster fire.
Are we talking about Tory Lanez? What we doing here? Huh? What's up?
Yo,
We listen.
Still free to God.
We talked about it from jump. We talked about this from jump. So none of this shocks me, right?
Yeah.
None of this shocks me. The only thing what you said off pod, I agree with, because the reason why you don't really care is because of how he
how he
behaved.
handled himself.
How
It's
he
not
handled
that
himself.
I think he
Yeah.
deserves to go to jail or he deserves any of this. Or I don't even know who to believe.
Right.
But my thing is, you were out. You were scot free. Like,
Facts.
and it was the way you acted from the time that this court case was going down. You running around beating up people, not listening to the judge,
Plus-
dissing people on live. Like, you did too much.
Plus, not to cut you off, he did hire the Timu lawyers as well,
That was
and that was bad.
That should be his defense, incompetent counsel.
Right.
Because they did everything wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I watched Law and Order and could have did a better job than they did.
Listen, I think there was a time where I saw the actual one of his lawyers sitting at the prosecution.
Like,
Yeah, he did. Exactly. It's right. Like, what are we doing here?
it was insane, bro.
But listen, the details of the situation, it was there.
Yeah.
We knew that, all right, cool. Somebody had to take the fall because we all know that somebody was getting protected. We knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that.
But it should have been the non-suit superstars to take the fall.
Correct.
Like, and I think they just played the whole thing on. The girl had immunity. If she got immunity, I'm getting on a stand, and I'm blaming everything on her. Because nothing could happen to her from the jump. She has immunity. That's fair. But I understand his legal team. Like, you seen what happened to him 14 times.
Yeah.
And they're going to do everything they can to get him out.
Get him
So
out.
I'm
Right,
not,
'cause he-
I'm not opposed to it.
Because he's
Like,
in danger.
He's in danger.
Yeah, I
so
saw
if
that-
they
I saw
can
that
get
video.
Him out,
They
they
did
can
him
get
dirty.
him out.
Yeah, he's in danger.
They did him dirty.
Yeah, so free the gods, free all of them, bro. Like, and his music is better. Let's just be real. Like, I'm for protecting black women, and I'm with that. And you know, she deserves her justice. But I mean, let's just be real. Her music is not hitting. She can't She can't get a single to stay on the radio for more than a couple months. That Snake album was mediocre. I'm not gonna say it was trash. It was mediocre. Like, what are we really doing? This guy is a talent, a true talent. Like, he could be one of the next big ones that we forget. And his music he's been giving us joints since he got locked up. So,
That's facts.
like, yo, Rock Nation they need to pull back the curtain. They're wasting money on Meg. They put her everywhere because they got to recoup because the albums and the music ain't doing it.
She not getting the ROI.
She's not getting the ROI. So, like, it's time. I understand at the time you have to protect your investment, but it's time now. Like, let the guy out, man.
And that ass ain't assing.
Yeah, listen, I saw a video today.
It's the Ozempic, man.
What
Everybody
happened?
on it. Ozempic. Everybody on it, bro.
Yo, I'm like, nah.
Everybody on it, bro.
If I'm the labels, I'm like, all right, shelf it right now, shelf it right now. Like, don't even. We not pushing none of this until you go ahead and go back to what you was doing before.
Ice Spice needs to put the weight back on.
She did.
You see the since
She
she
did.
put the Ozempic. And then
She did.
Lizzo out here looking. Oof,
Yo, she lost a lot of
snack.
weight.
Looking like a snack, son. I can't.
You need to relax.
Listen. I like what I say. Let's not shove all the Ozempic. I mean, some people do need it.
Listen, for the people that need it, go ahead and go get it. But for the people that don't need it,
Yeah.
it should be banned.
Wildin'. Absolutely insane.
Megan Thee Stallion. She more like, you know what?
Yeah,
we
let's
moving
leave that
on.
alone.
Moving on. You know, we're gonna save what we're gonna talk about for the end of the show. We always do it for the end of the show. Claude doesn't like when we go ahead and, you know, put it in the front. So we
Okay.
gotta put it pause. Sorry. But you know what I mean. Terry Bradshaw. Obviously, he's a Pittsburgh Steelers legend. He's the greatest Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback in their history. Not happy right now. Not happy with Pittsburgh. Not happy with what they're doing because the Steelers right now, they literally came out and said, we will wait until September 7th for Aaron Rodgers. Which means that you're playing into his hand because we know that Aaron Rodgers, and there's no bigger Aaron apologist than me, right?
Yeah, as long as
but
we
at
know.
the end of the day, you cannot subvert training camp. Because that's what it looks like to me. Like, if he doesn't make his decision soon, you're missing all of this time. You have to get into the building. You got to learn there's a new offense to learn. There's a whole bunch of stuff to get.
I ain't got no real receivers.
They
You need
have
to make
no
it
receivers,
work
right?
with the guys that you got.
I mean, they got DK.
Oh yeah, you're
They
right.
do
You're
that,
right. I
DK.
forgot about him.
So, but yeah, I am not a supporter of what Bradshaw said. I mean, he's joking, right? Like, Terry Bradshaw is very jokey. So he said that, listen, Aaron Rodgers need to stay his ass in California and go eat some tree bark somewhere else. Like, this is Pittsburgh. We don't give a damn about that. If you want to be a quarterback here, you got to make sure that you get in here and be a leader. Claw's been saying that for a whole time. If you want to be Aaron Rodgers, the free spirit, go do that somewhere. Go get a podcast and don't play football anymore. But if you want to be quarterback, you got to make sure that you're there. You're building the rapport with your teammates. You're building a rapport with your receiving core. And you're making sure that you're getting prepared for another season, because you didn't really have that great of a couple of years with the Jets, and you didn't have a good year prior to that either. So you have to now show and prove that you can, 1, play quarterback, 2, be a leader, and 3, be able to learn this scheme fast enough so you can be able to be productive.
And to me, that's real telling, because I thought Aaron Rodgers was a competitor.
Yeah.
And the way the Jets ditched him at the beginning of at the end of last season, with them not even talking about him coming back for one more year, pretty much flying him out from Cali to New York just to tell him that we're going in a different direction.
That was disrespectful, though.
Very.
Yeah.
And I thought that would light the fire in his belly
Yeah.
to go somewhere else and prove them wrong and be like, nah, I'm still A-Rod. I'm still that guy. And for OTAs to have started and you haven't made your decision, and we all think that he's going there.
Yeah.
For you not to be there, like, you might as well stay home.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see you have another bad year. You're one of my favorite quarterbacks. My first fantasy football pick ever.
Yeah, I can't see him go down. I can't see him have another bad year.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. It's going to hurt your brain even more. But
It's bad
you're
enough
already starting off the wrong foot.
Right.
So it's like, if you don't have that fire in your belly to play, and it's the Steelers, you walking into 9 wins automatically. Right. You give them 2-3 more wins, you're in the playoffs again. Like,
Nice.
So if you're not taking that serious, you might as well go home, man.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Do we think that he's gonna play another 3 years? This is probably one off.
Yeah.
So it would behoove him to make sure that if this is his swan song and this is gonna be it, come out swinging, right? Make sure you come to camp early, you get everything ready, like you have a business-like approach, and you go out the way you want to go out. Have a deep playoff run, whatever it is, and go out and have that pride that you can still play at a high level, but you're walking away from the game. I don't want to see him struggle to the point where they're thinking about replacing him with some bum ass quarterback or some rookie.
And the thing is, when you say struggle, some people lose their arm talent.
Yeah.
What we watched last year was
He hasn't
him
lost
not being on page with his receivers.
Yeah.
So you gonna do that again?
Yeah.
So it's like,
and him having issues with Wilson.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can't defend my man right now. I just can't. Like, as much as I would want to, I could tell Terry Bradshaw to shut his old ass up. I could say that. I could. But I can't.
4 rings with the Steelers.
Exactly, because it's like if anybody can be able to have the rite of passage to be able to criticize anybody in Pittsburgh or who's gonna be a Steeler, it's him.
It's him. Yeah.
So, go ahead and say what you gotta say.
I'm just saying.
You said nothing.
Just did the right thing. Sent them fucking packing, bro.
They did not do the right thing because they got Josh Fields as their quarterback.
Guess what? They'll take a risk rather than have a guy who doesn't want to be there.
Give me the arm talent rather than a guy that can't throw.
The guy wanted to stay in New York just to get the Knicks ticket. That's why he went to the Giants. The most disloyal shit you can possibly do.
You see how expensive Knicks tickets are? I don't blame him.
Hey, listen. He ain't there. Russell Wilson's.
Man would have got it comped. You think Russell Wilson get free Knicks tickets?
He's there. He's on court
I
talking to
asked
everybody.
him, does he get free Knicks tickets?
He got comp tickets.
Nah, no way.
Yes, he does.
He gotta pay.
He didn't pay.
He gotta
bro.
pay.
If he would have brought his wife, yeah, he gotta pay. He
gotta pay because this
not
is
paying,
not
bro.
Seattle Russell Wilson. This is bum juice.
That's it.
Russell Wilson.
It's
You gotta
it's
pay.
It's from the Mavericks.
You gotta pay.
They said, "Yo, you're our guy. Come on." We're going to show you around. That's what Aaron wanted. And guess what? He didn't get it.
Nah, Aaron got his joints comped. 100%.
No, he did, but he's not getting them now.
He's not getting
No,
it
not
now.
now.
it's clipped.
No.
So at the end of the day, listen, I say this. The Steelers need a quarterback.
They do. That's why they're willing to wait.
He'd be the great fit. Guess what? Guess who they play first?
The Jets.
They play the Jets. And guess what? They're going to beat the dog shit out of them.
You think the Jets are going to beat them?
Yeah. And you know why? Because they don't have a fucking quarterback. And when they do get their quarterback, he showed up the day before in some Darrell Reeves
But
shit.
you know what's funny? Your quarterback is going to be there from day one, OTAs, mini camp, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think that it's the same thing. It's the same comparison. He's going to walk off the street the day before the game and still be better than Josh. Still be better than Josh Fields that's been there for 6 months. Get his bum ass out of here. Listen,
that's
I'm
poop
back
talk.
on the Jets train, but I'm not supporting no Josh Fields. I don't. You see what happened with the guy, well, what's his name? Jordan Travis. He done retired. He said, look, y'all picked him over me. I'm out of here. This was my job. And you give it to him? I can understand you giving it to Aaron, but you give it to him?
He's hurt.
Who?
Jordan Travis. He can't play anymore.
Of course. I'm making a joke.
Oh, but that's not funny.
It is.
The guys really can't. The doctor said you can't play no more.
It happens.
What type of monster are you?
It happens.
Kinda
Listen.
early in his career for it to happen. That's just kind of crazy.
Listen, you know what? He's going to end up having one of those analyst jobs. He'll be fine. He's a smart guy. And he's better than Josh Fields. Even hurt. Yeah, just what it is. Silent Assassin wouldn't take him on her team. She wouldn't do it.
Yo, Justin Fields gets 10 wins. You getting a tramp stamp?
No.
Okay.
We still haven't, we have a wager.
Okay.
We have to figure that out.
Okay.
I'm going to think about something very embarrassing for you to do. Maybe you're going to have to come on camera. That'd be your bet.
Diddy, take it easy.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I was
I'm
wrong.
sorry.
You saw the
Damn,
grin.
that's
You saw the
crazy.
grin he looked at you.
I'm
with?
sorry.
That
Hold on.
That was
I got to play this one here.
was
I'm sorry.
wild.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
You know what I meant, though. You're going to have to make an appearance in front of the camera. So, moving on. I'm going to say something right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say something to you as well, Claw. I think the Shedeur Sanders storyline is playing out exactly the way it's supposed to. They got him fourth string right now.
Yep.
He's fourth string. But man, is he accurate and tearing it up in camp.
Yep.
Everybody's like, yo, the best dude in camp right now, Shedeur Sanders.
3
Right?
touchdowns. What was it? 7 out of 10? No,
Yeah.
like 7 out of 10, 3 touchdowns?
Lasers. Right? So it's playing out exactly. Yeah, let Flacco get all the first team snaps. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
listen, Flacco still win games. He still win games. We know
win
that.
games.
He lets it fly, right? But it's playing out exactly the way it's supposed to. I said it when he got drafted by this team. I would not be shocked come week 8, Shedeur Sanders is starting quarterback in Cleveland.
And I think they know that too, because at what point do you give the fourth string quarterback equal reps? They know.
Yeah.
They know. So the humiliation ritual is over, and I think he's going to be at the helm.
Yeah. He
sooner
just
rather than later.
You can just tell. Like what I loved about him is that as soon as he got drafted by the Browns, he went out there, he met with the youth to talk to them about certain things. He's engulfed himself in the community already. This is a kid that has fulfilled his dream of being an NFL player, right? No matter if he comes from privilege or whatever it is, he did this himself. Like anybody wants to talk about, oh, well, if it wasn't for his father, this kid is talented. I don't care what nobody wants to say. It doesn't matter about how you get your start. It's about what you do when you get it. That's all it is. Whatever opportunity you get, you have to seize your opportunity. So it doesn't matter if your parents laid it out for you. Okay, cool. That's fine.
And that for his father stuff, sometimes a little overblown. His father was one of the greatest football players
If
ever.
not the greatest, you can say.
Yeah. You don't think he's going to, that rubs off on his son when he's coaching him his entire life? Like, that's not just we only hired you because your dad. Like,
Exactly.
Your dad wasn't just a physical specimen. He mentally understood the game.
Right.
And the same with Bronny. We're banking that some of that rubs off on you. So,
Right. And you can already see that Bronny, how professional he is. He doesn't let things bother him. He's just very monotone. Like, he got that from his dad.
Yeah.
He got that from being around the game. Same thing with Steph. Del Curry was around the game. He was around the game, so he knows how to be able to move in spaces. Brunson, Kobe Bryant, like this. You see these guys with how they know how to move because they've experienced that. They have parents that have paved the way for them. So that's not a negative for Shedeur. It's a plus. It's a plus. And don't be surprised if Shiloh ends up being good too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Bucks got a good one. They got a good one. So I think it's playing out exactly the way it's supposed to. You know, we're gonna forget about draft night very, very soon. When you see this kid play, just the quick release that he has, the accuracy of how he plays. That's what I like. That's the biggest thing about his game that I like, is that he gets the ball out fast. Yeah, he pats the ball, but so did Tom Brady.
Yeah.
It don't matter who. It's about getting the ball from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? He don't need to be mobile. He don't need to be all that. No.
Can we stick to Colorado players for a second? Because we talked about Shedeur.
Come and stop it. I don't want to talk about it.
You
I don't want to
brought
talk
up
about it. Nope. I don't want. But you know what? Since you brought it up, I was gonna be nice.
We're talking about good decisions on and off the field.
I was gonna be nice. Listen, I even archived the video because a lot of people hit me up. Yo, young fella, that's not the way to do it, man. You gotta uplift the young guy. I said, all right, I'ma listen. I'ma archive it. But, dude, go ahead, because you try to kick my back in too with what you said.
No, I'm with them. But no prenup is crazy.
Dude, that's why I laughed.
Crazy.
That's why I laughed. Because, yo, mind you, you see the videos, and obviously everything is like theory, right? People got to put things together to make their point.
I think they said it though. I don't know if they're trolling us or not, but they're the ones who put that out there.
Right.
And that's just disrespectful because the great Brittany Renner came in and spoke to y'all about y'all future while you was at Colorado. You think if somebody was going to know better. And like, where's mom? Where's dad? I mean, dad just came out of jail. Yeah. Where's mom in these situations? Like, I understand love is love and I'm rooting for love. And I'm rooting for them because I don't like how they did that. I feel like social media kind of did it dirty. But no prenup is absolutely insane, bro. Sorry. He's too young. So first of all, forget the girl. You're coming into a lifestyle that you're not necessarily ready for. No one's ready to make millions and millions of dollars and have all the type of fame in the world placed upon them. The person you were when you met her in high school might not be the person you are in the next 2 to 3 years. You might meet the love of your life while you're with your wife. You might just want to experience being a young, rich man going from city to city and just enjoying fame for the first time.
Clanging and banging.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
It's a rite of passage.
Clanging and banging. Like
dropping dick off.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
There's no way that I'm Mr. Two-Way and I'm not clanging and banging out there.
Exactly. So no prenup? Nah. Man,
Wait, what?
That's insane.
What?
I'm Mr. Two-Way and I'm clanging and banging? Yo, you need to cool yourself out today, bro. You're wildin', son.
You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't,
right? All I'm saying is that
PC.
the man is the most talented player in the draft, right? He got the rite of passage right now to be the man in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Jacksonville. You have Spanish yams out the wazoo in Florida. Are you crazy?
It's not like a cold. Listen.
Yo, there's a community of yams.
It's
in Jacksonville.
Hot in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That means the regular clothing could be bikinis.
Yeah.
It's not like in Boston or in Pittsburgh
where there's a
time for that, and the girls are just beautiful and they're all dressed. No, like they're coming onto the yacht,
right?
The way they dress.
And mind you gotta understand, they don't care how ugly or goofy you look, cause he is a goof, right? But you are the man.
And Jackson, they got to train snipers and assassins out
there.
They gonna spin this boy. No prenup? I can't get with that. I'm rooting for love, always. But self-love comes first.
He can
that Pap and Remy love.
He can wise up at some point, though, and get a post-nup. He can. He can.
Yeah, but she has to agree to it. And
that is true. But I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think he's cooked. My opinion, like you said, you know, I'm wishing nothing but the best for him. I hope it works out, but I personally think he's cooked.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
personally think he's
listen,
cooked.
rooting for love. But if things start to go sideways, just get up out of here before the second contract. That's all I'm saying. Because this is the rookie contract. It's nice. But if he is what we think he's going to be, he got that $100 million coming.
Yeah, I think he should start putting
You know
some
what I
money
mean? So
aside.
he got 3 years to
Yeah, put a little $15 million to the side right now.
figure that out.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
Don't even touch that. That's the get up out of here. Get up out of here bank account. You know what I mean? It's nasty work.
Yeah.
It's nasty work. Like, you know what it is? Is that you always know, right? Like, your boys know before you do. All the time, right? You meet a shorty, you bring them around the homies, and the homies give you that, all right. And then as soon as you drop her home and come back to the spot, you catching the 10th degree. Like, they could be like, my man, like, I love you. Like, I'm going to support you and do whenever you need me, I'm there. But that ain't for you, bruh. That's for the streets.
Twist it.
Right?
Turn it.
Yeah.
Drop it.
Yeah, like, and it's up to you to make that decision. Your friends can't make that decision for you. Your family members can't make that decision for you. Your agent can't make that decision for you. Nobody can make that decision for you. You got to see it for yourself. So I just see it. I just see it. Like, even the and this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about and we move on. Like, even the wedding video of him dancing with her, bro. Like, you saw somebody who was on cloud 9. Like, yo, I am dancing with the love of my life, while the other one looks like she's just doing a video.
Nah, I'm not putting it on the girl. That's the whole thing. I can't put it on her.
I'm just saying.
I can't put it on it. The signs are there.
I'm just
The
saying
signs are
the
there.
optics. I'm just saying the
optics are
optics.
there.
I'm not
But I
blaming
don't
her.
want to put
I'm
it
just saying
on
the
her.
optics.
I'm saying him as a man. That's a big commitment for him to make.
But you gotta remember, what did you just say? Right? What did you say previously? Pops just got out of jail.
Yeah.
He had nobody to put him on game.
Yeah.
Dion was there, right? But sometimes it needs to be somebody that's a little bit closer to you, closer to home, to be able to give you that game. He never got that game. He looks like he has no idea where the storm is coming from. He has no idea. He has no idea that the tornado is in front of him, and he's still playing out. He's still playing out in the field.
Yo, my pops, man, I got out of a long relationship, as you know, and had my fun for like a year or two, and then I decided to bring somebody home. And mom's was super excited to meet her. Sister super excited to meet her. Son was excited to meet her. Pops was cool. And then, you know, after I got home, called him, talked like, hey, what's going on? He's like, yo, man, you have a second chance at life. You sure you want to do this? And that's all I had to hear.
Yo, once you get, and mind you, Pops don't be giving game like that.
Not
So
at
if he
all.
give you that game,
Yo,
it's a concern.
It was, and
Yeah.
hey, listen, I had to listen.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm happy I got that in my life, and
Yeah.
luck, not everybody got that, and we're watching
Listen,
in real time.
Travis, we love you as a player. There's a lot of people out here that want your best interest at heart, bro. That got your best. We just saying it look like it's for the streets. That's all we saying. It might not be. It might not be. We could be the ones that are wrong. It just looks like it's for the streets. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. Yes, go ahead, Cole.
If we don't mind.
Sorry.
Sometimes the hunters become the hunted.
Who you talking to in regards to this particular?
It's the snipers.
That's it.
The snipers.
They gonna be all they. But see, here's the thing.
The Dreyers of the
They gonna
world.
be on him regardless.
The Dreyers of the world
They gonna be on-
who been around, who played
Yeah.
the game, who know.
You know what? Listen, if anybody needs to take advice from anybody, he's a young player, take it from Anthony Edwards. He knows what to do. He's like, look, I'm not trying to be out here doing nothing but clanging and banging, right? So I'm doing that until I get to like 35 or retired, and then I can figure it out. Do the Derek Jeter thing. Give the gift baskets. Give them.
It's a good way to play.
Yo, NDAs and gift baskets.
Magic Johnson got married the last year he was in this league. He got married in 91.
But
He retired in 91.
Cookie was holding it down.
Jordan got married 6 years in. I mean, like...
Nah, Jordan. I think
like
Jordan.
6 years in.
Yeah, 6 years in, but
That's
he
what I'm saying,
he
like-
made a mistake too. When listen,
But they
when
still
you-
had their...
when
I
you
mean,
up there. Look, let me tell you something. When you didn't have the Nike contract, right? Okay, cool. But once that bag come in, nah. Like it's like Jeff Bezos, right? As soon as he was like, I got that pandemic money that coming out, my company's worth $1 trillion. Yeah, we're gonna have to dissolve. We're gonna have to dissolve whatever situation.
And
You
then
get your bread.
tripled up.
Yeah, you get your bread.
And then tripled
Well, I
up.
got to go. Yeah, I'm all right with that.
That's what I'm saying. So Travis got 3 years to figure this out.
Yeah.
Because that $100 million...
Don't let him be all pro after the first year.
Jesus.
Don't be all pro after the first year.
Jesus.
Because that contract gonna get crazy. That's all I'm saying. If you want to keep up, if you want to make sure that you know what, moving on.
Facts. Because this sounded real bad.
We going down a rabbit hole right now. It's going bad. Moving on. What else we got to talk about here? Since you're here, Knicks. Let's talk about it. Game 5, the Knicks survive. Right? Finally, we get a good balanced game from the entire team. Love what I saw. Landry Shamet was getting serenaded at the Garden. It was great. You had what's my man name? Right? He was good defensively. Those guys stepped up. Jalen Brunson had a great game. Halliburton played like garbage. We loved it. So here's my thing: is that you saw that game, and as a Knicks fan, that I'm not a Knicks fan, but I told the Knicks fans all the time, the first reaction that Knicks fans had was excitement, obviously, to
Rightfully
continue the
so.
season, right? You have a chance to be able to find a way to get back in the series. The second reaction that they had was anger, because most Knicks fans said, why couldn't we have this the entire effing series? Why were you playing 7 guys while they're playing 10? It don't make sense. When you have the team like the Pacers, that they, no pun intended, they have the fastest pace in the league.
Yeah.
They play the fastest in the league. They go 10 or 11 deep every night. How do you think that you're going to combat that with 6 or 7?
And why are you running with them? You need to be playing a half-court game. Why are you running fast? The only time they should get fast breaks is off ball.
Slow it down, play defense, minimize the possessions, and rebound the basketball. That's what you got to do. You have one of the best closers in the game. Use it. So I'm hoping that Homer Simpson, a.k.a. Tom Thibodeau, wakes up and realizes that he needs the bench. He needs to keep utilizing them for the rest of the series. And I'm telling you right now.
And stop calling ISO plays for Brunson.
Right. But that's the problem with him, is that he has no idea what to do with offense. Tom Thibodeau is not an offensive coach. He's just not. He's like the defensive coordinator that turned head coach. Has no idea what to do. So here's I'm putting it out there right now. If the Knicks win game 6, they're winning 7. If the Knicks win game 6, there's no way the Pacers want to come back to the Garden for game 7. 7th Avenue is going to be a madhouse. Madhouse.
My problem with that, and I'm rooting, but do you think Halliburton has another shitty game? Because that's what we need.
If you can be able to have somebody that can defend him, why not? You can't stop him, but if you can be able to slow him down and put different bodies on him every time, like how they did in game 5. Because here's the thing. Jalen Brunson is a terrible defender.
Yeah.
Halliburton is eating him up every game, pause.
Yeah, him and Cat shouldn't be on the floor together until like the fourth quarter.
They just can. He's not a great defender, so you have to find ways to get him some rest, get some guys in there that can be able to make things a lot difficult for Halliburton and for Aaron Nesmith, for all the other guys. Like, you have to do that. So now you make it a game. You give Jalen Brunson the time that he needs to be able to recoup and then finish the game off and close the game. So that's what you have to do. That's
agreed. I took the words right out of my mouth.
That's it.
Agreed.
So yeah, it's good to see. You know, Knicks fans are excited. I'm excited for them. I hope that everything works out for them. But they gotta come out with the same energy in Indiana like they did in Game 5. It's gonna be tough because Indiana's gonna be a madhouse. But they have to find a way to win that game.
And they actually gonna wear them T-shirts. Cause we in New York, we're not wearing the little T-shirts they put over.
No.
Indiana,
of course,
yellow and blue. And that's yes sirs. Cause we have to beat them, son. Just cause you see the T-shirts, the yes sirs, like Pacers, yes sirs.
Very corny,
bro. We can't lose to that.
Yeah, you can't. You New York. You can't lose that.
We can't do that.
That's corny.
Yeah. So
I mean, that's some real Indiana shit.
Get
like,
them out of here.
You know what I mean?
Bro.
So yeah, moving on. Look, shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shout out to Oklahoma City Thunder. I ain't got no smoke for the Thunder. I like them. The reason why I like them is because I said that Shea was a special player. He reminds me a lot of how he's not Kobe, but he has a lot of dog in him. I love that. They want to call him a foul hunter. Whatever. Stop hating. Because at the end of the day, James Harden got an MVP. Yep. He was doing it. So don't put this on this young kid because he's been putting in work for the last 4 years and doing damage, right? He's on a team. I'm telling y'all right now, this team, I don't care who wins between the Pacers and the Knicks, it's over in 5. It's over in 5. Oklahoma City Thunder, they're the champs. There's no team left that can be able to deal with them because they got young players on the perimeter that play defense. They got wing defenders that play defense, and they fight over screens, and they have a guy in Jalen Williams that no one that's left can deal with. They have a coach that has taught these guys old school fundamentals of how to play basketball. The reason why they look so different than everybody in the league is because they are. It's that simple. Basketball is a very simple sport. What I mean by that is that if you have guys that can be able to defend without the need of help, your team is going to be a lot better than everybody else's. If you have players that are willing to fight over screens instead of just conceding to the switch, you make things a lot more difficult on guards to be able to try to beat you to the spot. See, the thing is, what Golden State did many, many years ago is that they played a style of basketball that, small ball, they can be able to switch on everything. So they conceded to a lot of switches because they were able to do that, because they had a very switchy team. Everybody now is doing this switch hunting style of basketball, and the defense, they just see you got the center that's coming up for the screen happens, and now center's guarding point guard, and everybody's okay with it.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, you saw what Shea did to Rudy Gobert the whole series?
Yeah.
Why would you even think that that's okay to do? So because the Oklahoma City Thunder are so different, and what I mean by different is that they're old school. They just play normal fucking basketball.
Where everyone else is just trying to
while everybody's doing this switchy bullshit.
Okay.
So that's why they stick out like a sore thumb. Because they play basketball the right way. That's all it is. That's why they're good. And everybody else does not do that. So whoever they play, it's over in 5. It's over in 5. Moving on to the other side of the coin, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Everybody is, I've seen some clips out there that you have some pundits criticizing Anthony Edwards or asking the question, is he ready for the spotlight and all this stuff? Listen, he's 23 years old. He's turning 24.
23. Ready for the spotlight, not ready to win just yet.
Back-to-back conference finals with this team. The only thing that I'm going to say about Anthony Edwards has nothing to do with his game. I think his game is evolving the way it's supposed to. I think, there's a lot of people that want him to be the face of the league. Will it happen? Probably not. I don't know if he wants it. It might just happen by osmosis. Sometimes you don't choose. Yeah, sometimes you don't choose to be the face. It just kind of gets put on you.
Shea's not flashy enough.
But Shea's cool, though.
He's cool, but if you're not dunking or taking logo threes, I don't know if that's gonna happen for you. I think Anthony Edwards definitely has the face of the league.
He
in the
does.
bag.
He does. But that's the catch-22 is that he does have the face for the league. He's very charismatic. He's funny. He's young. He's all of those things. But what holds him back is that same thing. Is that you joke way too much. Right? Like, your game says that you're a talented guy, but what we hear out of you sounds like a kid that's just not ready to be the dog that he needs to be, right? It's like the press conference that he had. I don't want to read too much into it. When they asked him, if he was frustrated or upset, he was like, "No, I'm not. I'll get back here," and all that stuff. Love the confidence, but this is basketball and sports are such a fickle thing. Is that you can think about so many different players in different leagues, right? Different organizations. Think about Dan Marino. Dan Marino got to the Super Bowl very young and he probably said to himself, "Yeah, I'll be back." Never got back. Kevin Garnett played 14 years with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He saw one conference final in 14 years. This kid has already been to 2 at 23. Shouts to you. So don't think that this is something that's going to happen all the time. In a Western Conference that's getting better and better every year to the point where you might end up having 12 to 14 teams that are vying for playoff spots. That's how tough it is. So if you don't bring your A game, I need to see this level of aggression from him that he doesn't have yet. Not saying he can't get it.
Yeah, he's 23. I think
but
these big losses will put that chip on his shoulder.
But, right, when we're talking about sports, are we looking at the age or are we looking at the amount of years that you've already put in? Can't have it both ways. He's just finished his 5th year in the league. He's gotten better every year. He's led his team to 2 straight conference finals, right? So you being 23/24 or turning 24 to me doesn't matter because you're 5 years in.
Yeah, but some of the greater champs.
You're 5 years in.
Some of the great champs didn't win till they was like 27, 28.
True.
Like
True. But there needs to be a switch that's turned, is what I'm saying.
Early didn't have to take over their teams. They had people already on their teams. The Kobe Bryant, they had people on their team.
Granted.
Magic had somebody on his team.
But
Duncan had somebody on his team.
Here's the difference. Those young guys turned the switch. He needs to do that. So if he can't do it by himself, then it's going into what I'm speaking about. They're going to have to go get somebody that can force it out of him. And somebody like Kevin Durant would make a lot of sense for the Minnesota Timberwolves because you don't have to worry about having to integrate him into the offense. He's a guy that's a plug-and-play guy. Kevin Durant can play on any basketball team at any time. It doesn't matter. If you have a guy like Kevin Durant, who Anthony Edwards will respect, who can be able to play off of, now he has another guy that can be able to go out there and get 35 points. Now you may end up getting an Anthony Edwards that says to himself, holy shit, I got a real chance here.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to kind of tap into something that I haven't done before. Stop with all the off-court playing. I'm going to lock in now. So we'll see what happens. I like the kid. I think he's very talented. I love watching him. I just don't like him jokey all the time. Like, turn the switch, bro. When it comes to the playoffs, turn it on. Off season, you do whatever the hell you want. But I need to see a different level of focus and aggression. And, like, you're going to have to pull me off of this court to beat me. If you can't have it both ways. You can't be dunking on people and everybody saying, yo, he looks like MJ.
Yeah.
And then when he doesn't perform like that, oh, he's young. Which one is it? Which one is it?
I got you.
You want to be the dog? Then be the dog. But you can't have it both ways. Can't have it both ways. Moving on. I am a little excited.
And Magic Mind kicking in.
No, it's not. But yeah, it might be. It's a joke. Imagine. I'm a fan of Luka right now. And the only reason why I'm a fan of him is because he lost all his weight. Did you see the pictures? Thomas asked, did you see the pictures? The man looks great. He's in one of them white shirts, slim. You can see his stomach. Man look good, right? So Laker fans are excited right now. We're hyped. And here comes the Dallas Maverick fans to ruin it for us, right? They come out and say, oh, that happens all the time in the offseason with Luka. He goes back home, gets some good food, and then he comes back and he looks like Freddie Luka. You know what I mean? Fat guy in the little coat.
Well, to be fair, he was in Dallas, and the food in Dallas is phenomenal.
It is.
I'm sure LA has good food.
You see,
it's
but
LA.
You see
but
what he
it's
looked
not
like when he got to LA?
Dallas.
Taco trucks is crazy out there.
It's not like Dallas, though. That's that soul food out there. And that's that good Mexican food out there, right there next to the border. Listen, LA, New York, we have good food. But the middle of the country is different. They fry their chicken in different grease.
I never had that.
It's different. Yeah.
Is it old grease?
Dallas is good. Dallas got the good spots. I ain't gonna hold you. So I'll give Luka. I want to see, but I don't think it's gonna be the same. The food spots are nice. It's LA. They got the supermodels. They got the little portions out there. He gonna be alright.
I hope so. But what I think this is different because they said that, oh, he does this all the time. But I think Luka's out to prove a point. I think he was hurt by all the shots that the front office took at him. And he's already gotten a new nutritionist. He's met with J.J. Redick. I'm sure J.J. Redick told him, you got to get in the gym, bro. Like, I love you, but you fat.
And probably seeing LeBron work out and being...
That got to inspire you.
That has to inspire you.
That got to inspire you. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that it continues because if I get tapped in Luka next season, he may average 45 points a game. And that's what I'm trying to see. That's what I want. Because if it's going to be LeBron's last year, go out with a bang.
Yeah.
Go out with a bang, damn it. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Give us a fighting chance to be able to get to the NBA Finals and LeBron can get number 5. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't ask for much, right? All I want is LeBron to get number 5 and be fine. Right off into the sunset.
That's asking for a lot.
No, it's not. As a Laker fan, I demand results. I demand it.
We're going to talk more about that in the offseason.
Yeah, I demand results. Once these NBA Finals, finish, then the season starts. Because this year, the trade market is going to be nothing like you've never seen. Nothing like you've never seen. You're going to be seeing players get moved. Your phone going to be like, nah,
breaking up Boston.
Who did what?
They're breaking up Boston.
Yes, they should. Garbage. But I did hear something new. So according to the reports, Giannis and his team are looking at other teams outside of Milwaukee that he can be able to go to. And I'm thinking, all right, I said it before. I said it 2 years ago. I think New York is the best spot for him. I think the Lakers or some team in California, if he demands a trade and says, I want to go there, I think the Bucks have no choice but to appease to his needs of what he's done for them. So whether it's the Knicks, he says, I want to go here or there, they have to make sure they work that out for him. But there's another dark horse team that I don't like.
I don't see Knicks or LA.
It made me sick to my stomach when I heard it today. Mm-hmm. To my stomach, it hurt. The Boston Celtics might be on tap to get Giannis Antetokounmpo. Because think about it. If they're planning to blow it up anyway, right? If Derek White, Porzingis, they might have to make a decision between Tatum and Brown. Obviously not this year because Tatum is hurt, right? But if they're planning to already offset those assets, Drew Holiday, wouldn't it just make sense to send those packages to Milwaukee?
Do you?
Listen, in a weak East, the East is up for grabs. Right? Boston is hurt next year, right? So they're going to take a step back. Cleveland, we have question marks about Cleveland. The Pacers, who knows if they're going to have this type of run again next year. They'll probably be a good team, but are they going to be the best team in the East? Probably not. The Knicks are going to be up there again, but are they going to take a step forward or a step back, right? So there's a lot of, you got the Orlando Magic that might be on the rise, right? There's a lot of teams that are in the mix, but the East is not strong, which means that if Giannis stays in the East, he has a better chance of getting to the finals than he does if he goes out west.
Yeah.
So if Milwaukee is saying, hey, listen, our pitch to you is the East is garbage, right? Stay here. We can be able to fix the roster up, and you possibly might get to the finals even next year with whatever we can be able to bring in here. But if you do want to leave, tell your camp that we'll talk to some other teams in the East, just as long as they ain't Boston. And then Giannis says, I want to go to Boston. Right? So if that happens, I'm going to be sick to my damn stomach if he goes to Boston. I ain't going to lie to you. And I will have to hate Giannis. I don't want to hate him.
That's going to be tough.
I like him. Greek yogurt is fire. Right? But I don't want to hate Giannis. Go to Golden State. I'd rather you go to Golden State than go to the Celtics. I'd rather you go to the Spurs. I'd rather you go to the Clippers. Go anywhere else but Boston.
Giannis and Wemby? Oof.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Can't do it. I just, no. That can't happen. That cannot happen. And if that happens, it's going to be one of those type shows. We wanted to, the big rant. Moving on. Talked about the Lakers a little bit, but should LeBron take a pay cut? He has a $52 million opt-in coming up soon. And obviously, him opting in is not going to stop the Lakers from trying to make moves, right? They're going to try to make trades and all that stuff. They have very little wiggle room in free agency to be able to sign anybody. They got the mini taxpayer, which is like $5 million. They can be able to offer somebody. But if LeBron takes less, then that be able to they can expand that to the full taxpayer, which is like $15 million. As a LeBron fan, as a Laker fan first, should LeBron take a pay cut at age 40? Yes, he should. Will he? No. That's my thought. I don't think that he's going to take a pay cut because he's looking at it from a standpoint of, I'm still one of the best players in the league. I want to make sure that I maintain this level of contract for all the other players that are coming after me. When they get to an advanced stage of their career, if they're still productive, you can't come to me and say, hey, listen, take this $10 million. No, I'm worth a lot more than that $10 million that you want to give me. So I see that side of it, but if you want to win a championship, if you want to go deep into the playoffs, if you want to have that last run at greatness, it's great already.
Yeah.
But if you want to have that last run at real contention,
take the veteran minimum and go to Cleveland.
Then nobody want to go to no damn Cleveland. What's in Cleveland?
Spade.
What is in Cleveland?
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. You see what he did in the playoffs. At that point, Knicks fans is like, we glad we ain't get no Donovan Mitchell. You crazy?
The same.
The man stayed in La La Land.
That's what you want.
No, he's not going anywhere.
But that would be a crazy way to end your career. Take the veteran minimum, go to Cleveland and win one last time, and get out of there.
I don't listen. LeBron James gonna have Jesus Christ himself. He's not. Nobody's winning in Cleveland. The only person that won a championship in Cleveland was young LeBron, and he had to come back from 3-1 to do it.
Facts.
Like you talk about impossible.
Yeah.
That's how impossible it is to win a championship in Cleveland.
I mean, listen, he should take the veteran, not the veteran. That's
He
too
should
much.
take less.
He should take less, though. I mean, it's gonna be a last hurrah. You have so many opportunities after. You might even own a team or be partial owner. So,
what the hell you need is $52 million for?
Yeah.
Just restructure the deal. Take 2 years, 70, right? 35 years, $35 million a year. That way you can be able to give the team the flexibility that they need to be able to get the pieces that they need. So then you can get rest and you can be effective and have the team be good. I don't see a problem with that.
No, not at all.
I don't see a problem with that. Tim Duncan took $10 million for like the last 6 years of his career. And that's why they were able to get LaMarcus Aldridge. That's why they were able to be so good and get all those players that they had, because the best player on the team took a pay cut. Now, granted, it's a lot different because there's no state tax out there, right? We understand that back in San Antonio. But, bro, don't need the money.
Yeah, and if you're chasing greatness, chasing legacy,
Yeah.
I'll pay $40 million for. I mean, I'll pay $15 million for a ring. Like,
Yeah. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, I know it's not going to happen. I know he's going to opt into the contract. But it's like, for me as a Laker fan, like, come on, dude. Like, just throw us a bone. Like, you wanted to take a pay cut last year. It was like, yo, get me James Harden. How the fuck we going to get James Harden? Who are we trading to get James Harden? That wasn't happening. And then Klay Thompson, he went to Dallas. So they did try. But if I'm Rob Pelinka, I'm saying, yo, bro, listen. This is what I want to do. This is the plan. If you take this, this is what I can do. If you take that, that's what I can do. So come on now, cut me a bone. Like, cut me some slack here. Let's get this done. I don't like it. As a Laker fan, I don't like it.
yeah,
but as a
can
LeBron,
Rob deliver?
huh?
Can Rob Pelinka deliver though?
He got me Luka. I believe in him.
Yeah, they gave you Luka.
I don't care how it got done. He's here, right? I don't give a damn if they dropped him off at the step. He's here. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe in Rob. I I do. It's just that I gotta see it. I just gotta see it. I'm optimistic, but I'm also a little skeptical. Moving on to my irrelevant news of the week.
You gotta be kidding me.
Well, you got
How
any?
do you watch that? I mean,
I don't work the second.
they stink.
See, he's such a lazy co-host. He makes me sick. He really does. Let's see what we got here. Every week we go ahead and we talk about certain. Oh, yeah. Zion Williamson sued for graping, kidnapping, and
Scraping.
terrorizing.
This dude can't get a break, and it's all self-inflicted. It's all self-inflicted.
Now-
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say this. I don't believe this, right?
Oh no, I mean, well,
But-
you can't say that. But it's highly unlikely.
I'm just saying
especially if it's the baby mother from before broke into the crib.
all I'm saying is that the reason why I don't believe it, because it's outlandish, but we have to take it seriously, right? I gotta take it seriously. We're gonna take it seriously. Whatever the evidence comes out, it comes out. The reason why it's self-inflicted with all of the stuff that happens to him is because he just looks like an easy target. That's all it is that you see the work that he puts out there, and it's just like, bruh, who is giving you advice? What is happening?
He reminds me of when athletes used to be dumb, like the dumb jock.
Yeah.
He brought that back.
I mean, what do I say about him? He reminds me of Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, he brought back the dumb jock.
Oompa Loompa. He walks like a goof. And he's just weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird dude, but I hope that this is not true. That's all I'm saying. Because if this is true, this is the end of his career.
If it's the same baby mother, you got to give him some rope, because she is off her rocker.
Yeah.
And he likes that.
Yeah, he does.
So, good luck to you. Hopefully it's not true.
You know what's funny about that, though? Claw's not going to say a word about this segment. Claw's not going to say a word because because I could say what I want to say, but I'm not going to say because there's a lot of red tape in this situation, and he knows some parties in this situation. So I'm not gonna say a word, but I'm just gonna watch you sit there uncomfortable and have that. Yeah, exactly. Any thoughts?
This nice weather we had today was really good. Tomorrow's gonna rain.
Rain bad?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Rain wet.
Yeah.
Damn, I got a couple parties to go to. Outside joints too.
You gotta relax. Okay.
I had to do. I really do.
You need to
It's starting
relax.
get-
It's not even summertime yet. You over here wilding.
Memorial Day already passed, brother. We get started early.
I live vicariously through people like you. You know, I don't do those things. Okay. Go to work. Take care of my family. That's it. Moving on. Did you guys see this? First look at adult Bobby in the King of the Hill revival series. Yo, remember King of the Hill?
Yeah.
They brought that shit back. And Bobby's an old man now.
Oh, word.
He grown now. Fire.
I can check it out, yo. Bobby was that dude, especially towards the end of the show. It was more about him than Hank.
Mom's still bad though. She's a
Is
little
he
older.
still with that Laotian girl?
Yeah.
I know their storyline is crazy.
I can't wait to see this. That's dope. That is definitely dope.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Why? We live in a world where they rebooted King of the Hill, and you're excited about it.
King of the Hill was fire.
This is what we have to look forward to.
Yeah, listen.
There's no creativity.
Yeah,
They found a fucking orb in some Spanish country recently.
You think that's real?
It's alien. They found the fucking what's names too. The Spaniards are up, bro.
nah, they the ones who gave us the fucking mummified.
That shit was real.
No, come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
That shit was
That
fucking
was
paper
fake
mache,
and fake.
my nigga.
Now listen,
That shit was paper mache, bro.
we gonna figure it out.
Figure fate.
Better than watching this shit.
That is true though.
Nah, they definitely had a congressional hearing about aliens and nobody.
No one gave a fuck
No one cared.
because gas is up and everything else was up. and-
Facts, yo.
No
We're
one
gonna bring
cared.
these egg prices down, bro. Give a fuck about no aliens.
Did y'all see this? Did you see the bravest rock sneakers?
What?
Yeah. You saw this, right? Oh, no, I gotta send it to you. This is where our society has dropped. I'm gonna send it to everybody. This is where our society is going. When you have people that are literally making rock style shoes.
Fire.
Like it looks like rock.
That's hard.
Like The Rock? Like Dwayne Johnson?
No,
Nah, like actual-
like a rock.
Like a rock. That's badass.
Is it Balenciaga again?
With the moss.
Jesus Christ. Are you
Grass.
for real?
Like
Oh,
is
with
what
the
we
ghillie
doing now?
suit? Yo, that's hard, son. I'm fucking with those.
of course you would.
Of course.
son.
That shit's badass. With the ghillie suit, though, I'm for that.
That's insane.
I'm copping. We'll get you a pair of rocks.
No, don't do it for me. Don't do it for me, please.
I'll get you a rock t-shirt from Fox.
Please don't do it for me. Don't do it for me. Moving on. According to reports, 70 to 75% of luxury spending globally comes from middle income households.
Oh, yeah.
That's about right.
That makes sense. But middle class, people who don't have money spend their money on looking like they got money. That's why the perfume industry is
a bar.
booming.
That's a bar.
Booming. So,
Where does that come from? That people will literally spend half their check on something that they can't afford.
Society standings.
yeah. And if you look the part, you can fool a lot of people.
That's sad, man. That's really sad.
Yeah.
But listen, the poor middle class, they're the one that drive the economy up. The reason why our economy is stagnant right now is because nobody's spending.
Yeah, and they're trying to get rid of the middle class. Which
Correct.
They're going to have a rude awakening when they find out that poor people don't spend like middle class people do. So, and who's going to take care of all the shit for the rich folk? Like, listen. I don't
Yeah,
think-
we got a lot to talk about. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah,
Not now,
Yeah.
but yeah. So
That's what they voted for. That's all I can say now. That's what y'all voted for.
FAFO.
Mm-hmm.
70 to 75%. That's crazy though.
Insane.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was younger, if I had $600 in my hand, I would say to myself, "Yo, I can buy a $450 Michelin jersey right now."
Niggas was buying Advances and didn't ride bikes. Like, the shit was insane.
Had advances, no bikes,
Bro. Shit was insane.
nuts.
We did a lot of stupid shit.
Yo,
But
real talk,
It was worth it.
it was worth
It
it.
was worth it.
So I mean, look, I
Yeah,
understand
but we
it.
were kids. That makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
But our money lasted differently. We the three of us used to go to school with $5 and come home with $200
yes, because
On
we
on a train ride.
because
Fucking
we
degenerates.
yes
Right. But we figured it out.
because
And then-
we dealt in some illegal activity.
right. And then at the same time, okay, I went from 5 to 200. I can afford $200 sneakers. Because guess what? Tomorrow I'm gonna go from 5 to maybe 150. So at the end of the day, you made it work.
But you gotta remember, there's no honor amongst thieves nowadays. Like back in the day, we can go into a sneaker store and get the latest J's. You can't do that anymore. Like, it's just a different vibe. I'm just like, this life is different, bro. Yeah, I mean, like you Gen Z people, just weird. Yeah, I don't like it. You know, you guys just complain about things. Too sensitive about this and that. You know, Silent Assassin, when she was talking a couple of weeks ago, she was like, yeah, I just worry all the time. I'm like, worry about what? You young. Don't worry about it. You know?
Take care of yourself.
Just be outside.
Facts.
Be outside, man. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. You know, wake up in somebody else's bed and just go home and say, sorry. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Because guess what? When you turn 40, nobody's going to fucking remember it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're going to have a family. You're going to have all of this stuff. And nobody's going to remember that you was outside.
Yo, I
Nobody's
know.
going to remember you outside.
I might have known someone who was a complete up and down slore.
Oh, no. I know who you're talking about.
Right?
You're talking about the Barry Bonds of...
Super
Of-
duper.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about numbers.
I know a couple.
And
They changed my life.
Like, yo, like Punisher body bags. we talking about.
and I seen one of her pages recently, and I see her in her wedding dress,
Yo, nuclear.
and I see her with her husband's. It looks like
Yeah.
it looks like a really nice guy.
Nuclear family.
And this motherfucker has
No
no
idea.
idea.
He don't care. Pop
But no,
it up.
you know what?
Don't care.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. I'll tell you a story right now. Right? Here's the hypothetical. That same chick that you're talking about, right? She has this past being outside. She meets this man. They settle down. They get married. They have a family, right? Clearly, there are signs that he sees, right? Like, she'll be in the house, and then all of a sudden she'll just break out in twerk sessions, right? And he'd be like, oh, that's nice. Like, where'd you learn? And, like, he doesn't realize what's happening, right? Because you're just enjoying the moment.
That's what made
right?
it cool.
You have your intimate times with your partner, and you're like,
Oh, she's fun.
oh, yo, you know what? Like, she's kind of like the best I've ever had in regards to like just being like really, really out there and experience. And you're not connecting the dots at all. You're just thinking that it's just a one-off. He knows. But guess what? At this stage of the game, it doesn't fucking matter because
I guess.
it doesn't matter. That's all I'm saying. Y'all all can be able to get a
Funny.
reprieve.
I think I know what he's talking about too.
Y'all can be able to
hilarious.
get a reprieve. He might know. No, seriously.
That's
He
hilarious.
might know.
That's hilarious.
He might know. That's what I'm saying. So, that's my opinion or my advice to you Gen Z people. It's been Silent Assassin, when she goes to concerts, she doesn't tell you what she does, but we figured it out. Right? She throws her drawers on stage all the time.
Word.
You know those
Yeah.
t-shirt cannons?
Get down
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah,
Nicole?
the t-shirt cannon.
Yeah, she does all the time.
And launches
She
the
makes
shit.
sure that she wears something that it can't be revealed, but she does it. She does it.
And has a little picture of her face in the crotch.
Yeah. Tell you. If Chris Brown right now to tell her, look. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 minutes. She's there. I don't care what type of integrity you got. You taking that 5. Right? That's what I'm saying. When you're 40, nobody's gonna remember that. But you. It's great.
It's a fun story to tell the girlfriend.
Yes. It's fun. Some people, well, that's why OnlyFans is getting crazy right now. Because I think the young people have realized that, listen, I need to get this money now because of when I'm 40.
19 and they on it.
Yeah.
You didn't even try to be good at life. You didn't try to be good at something else. You
They don't have to be.
Wow. Insane.
They don't have to be.
There's a market.
This market.
No comment.
Like, Claude wanted to be a gigolo when he was 18. And he should have did it.
I didn't like the interview. I passed on that position. It wasn't a gigolo. It was old ladies who needed companionship. The interview was crazy. The interview. We could talk about that off air.
No, I need to hear about it now.
Interview was crazy. Interview was crazy.
If old ladies came to you with a proposition.
5 racks a pop. My man killed. I just didn't have it in me. Because I couldn't do the interview. It was very Diddy.
It was a one-off?
Oh, no. This was a thing. This was like husbands.
Stable income.
Oh, stable. Husbands who wanted to see their wives get satisfied. Much older women, rich people. Definitely a cuck chair every once in a while.
Yeah.
Dude hiding in the closet.
That's the caveat of that whole shit.
Yeah. So, and I was down for that part. I didn't like the interview though. I didn't like that. I didn't like the interview.
I'm curious to hear about this story now.
Yeah, crazy.
Patreon.
Yeah, definitely. Right? Insane. I probably would have did it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have did it. And had the husband get me a coffee while.
Bro, so the dude who put me on, pause, I saw him like a year later at a Brooklyn club, and it had worked out for him.
Oh, he's up.
He was up.
See?
He was up.
You know what, man? You know what I'm gonna say to you right now, Six? I'm gonna say this in closing. You're selfish. Okay? Because you could have had all of us taken care of, right? I could have been out there chilling. You know what I'm saying? We in Cabo, we in wherever the hell we want to be.
You'd have killed one of them.
You just had to do what you had to do. And you would have had the team set. You're selfish. You're selfish. That's all I'm saying. I don't have any more stories. I don't. I could talk about Cooper Flag, but nah. I'll wait till next week. That is all for the relevant news of the week.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the... I mean, yeah, they stink.
Real talk. We're going to go ahead and talk about the Mets. Silent Assassin, do you understand what's about to happen yet? There's some rumblings that's going on with one of our favorite young players in Ronnie Mauricio.
Yeah, I did see some news about it. And I already want him kind of up. I wanted him up for the last, week or two. They brought up some other people, but...
But do you hear who they might send down?
I didn't see that part. No.
Acuna.
Acuna?
Struggling a little bit at the plate. Still good defensively. They just picked up David Villar, right? Mm-hmm. So they're gonna give him a tryout for probably the next week or so. But Ronnie he has to be up here because I think if you're talking about the jolt that this team needs, he's it.
Yeah.
And he just may be the guy to be able to get Soto out of his slump because that kid is a monster. Mm-hmm. He's a monster. There's no reason why he should be in AAA right now.
Yeah.
At all.
Just like very electric player.
Yeah.
Quick. He's like got the flashiness in him, but still like little like humble.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we can get Ronnie up here, if we can get Jose Siri back, we get Winker back, and now Soto has his guys, right? He has his guys, and we're ready to roll. Listen, Soto had an RBI tonight, right? He's getting out of his funk. I need to see it. Lindor's Lindor. We know what he does. But I need my man Soto to get out of this slump, man. I need to support my man. Matter of fact, I might have to go pull up the city. I might have to because I haven't been there in a while. I gotta go support my man because I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like it. I don't like it. I had to undress these Yankee fans. And Michael K, I had somebody say to me, you know, you sound like you're a Michael K fan. I said, how? How do I sound like I'm a Michael K fan? Why? Because I told the truth? Because he's a scumbag?
Oh, I would never send it to you. You started a fucking war on my fantasy football.
I start wars in a lot of places. I do.
I posted that shit.
I'm not very liked.
I'm
I'm not very liked. But I'm okay with that, though. I've come to grips with understanding what my place is. I'm a truth teller. Sometimes truth tellers are not well liked. I'm just gonna keep it honest. I'm not gonna do the whole, I'm just not that type of sports analyst. I can't. I tried to do it, right? When I first started my pod, I tried to be that way. Very, we'll see what happens.
It didn't work out. It didn't feel genuine to you.
Because it wasn't.
Yeah, but my phone was going off for hours, bro. I posted that Soto clip from last week, and a lot of New Yorkers in the group chat, and they just half Mets, half Yankees, and just had to send a notification.
You give him my IG. We'll have conversations.
Yeah, my boy Abe. Abe might have to come up here. He wants a word with you.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I love confrontation.
Super Yankees fan.
What's your buddy?
Abe, I don't know.
All right.
You don't know.
All right. You don't know Barry neither. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he watches the show. He supports.
All right.
Abe supports.
All right.
So
It's just Yankees fans. They took that Soto thing to heart, man. It hurt.
it's very
It hurt.
emotional.
But he was never housed to begin with.
That's my whole point. Is that how can you get mad for a player that never chose to come here? You traded for him, knowing that he was going to be a free agent, knowing that he was never going to sign an extension while he was a Yankee.
Yeah.
It was never going to happen. It's never going. The man turned down $400+ million from the Nationals. You think that he was going to take a discount with the Yankees? I'm going to take one contract without finding out who else is out there that want to give me bread?
Yeah.
Come on now. It's foolishness. It's foolishness. And to have people want to see him fail, it's like, yo, come on, dude. Y'all the Yankees.
Yeah.
Grow up. You got Aaron Judge.
Yeah, got everybody.
You
This
want
is the
everybody?
First time somebody fucking
Yeah.
was like, nah, I'm not doing this.
You
Y'all
want
got
everybody? Spread the wealth. Dude, you got New York hot right now. Both New York teams playing good. Go on now. You can't have everything. You know what? I could go further, but I'm not.
Yes.
I'm gonna wait until your man comes here because as a Yankee fan, I'm going to challenge his Yankee fandom because I'm gonna ask him some questions and he might not be able to answer it. So, moving on to my final segment. Sad that we're already here. To the greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
Every week I go around the room and I ask, who is the dummy of the week? Claw. You have one, sir.
Yeah. Fucking Maury Povich's wife.
What?
What happened?
What happened?
Apparently he outed her and said she slept with everybody.
All the guests?
No, just
Steve?
industry guys.
Oh.
She was outside.
Yeah, he's 86. He might be belligerent, but he's probably just holding it in.
Yeah, nah.
You
he's letting
whore
it out.
bitch. He's been waiting to say it.
Did he divorce her?
I don't know. It wasn't a full story. I just saw it. I was like, huh.
It's too late. You just gotta get it.
Yo,
off.
if you 86, if you're
Yeah.
married still at 86, the amount of dirt and stories that you have on your significant other is nasty work.
Mm-hmm.
It's nasty work. Yeah. That's a lot. That's a long time to be with one person, bro.
Was it written or was it a rant? Because I might have to hear him call her a dirty whore. I might have to hear him
In the
call
Maury
her
voice?
Yeah, I might have to hear.
You dirty whore.
Bring out the olives.
They're not olives here. Bring out the olives. Damn, that's nasty. But yeah, she catches the.
Dummy. Yeah.
You got one, Jimmy?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess. And maybe he's redeeming himself, but I gotta give it to Tibbs for now. Maybe if the bench, now we're finding out we have people on the bench. We're starting Mitchell Robinson, so maybe he's.
But what if he
back next week?
What if he reverts back to that in Game 6?
Yeah, no, then it's hardcore. So this is like a possible dummy. If he keeps it going in Game 6,
It's a preemptive dummy.
yeah, I'll take it back.
Okay, all right.
If he goes back to everybody 40 minutes and Josh Hart 42 minutes, nah.
Yeah, Josh Hart playing center, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Shouts to Jimmy for actually keeping shit on sports.
Yeah, I love him. Love this guy.
Dummy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's locked in. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's locked in. Solid says, what you got?
I'm gonna go with all my favorite football stars deciding to go on boats and having all these incidents.
Yo.
Wildin'.
Are you gonna name names?
Suki is crazy.
No, people know. But I don't know, just unfortunate. It's always like my people, so that I like. But
Yeah.
yeah.
We don't know what was in the bag though, so
We know what's in the bag. We know what's in the bag. You know what I mean?
funded.
You know what I
Also,
mean?
Cardi's just going through it too now. So
Listen, Cardi would. You know what?
Hey, listen, she having fun, man. Let her have her fun.
She needed. You know what? I'm just gonna not say it.
Listen.
I want to say it.
She
but I just
tried.
won't.
She tried, and dude went the separate way, wild out. Now she's outside having fun. Listen, no Cardi slander will be tolerated. That's big Bronx right there, bro.
Cardi. You know.
That's a big Bronx right there. No
I'ma
Cardi
stop.
slander. Let's leave that alone, bro. Let's leave that alone.
I can't say anything,
No,
right?
please.
All right. I'm gonna say this one thing, and I'm done. Cardi B's backside looks like open box policy at Best Buy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She gotta get that situated. It don't look proportioned anymore. Like,
She gonna go back, bro. She gonna go back.
she need to do something, right? She fell off. Hey, mad people fell off this year. I don't like it.
It's
like,
the Simpy.
Well, they need to stop.
They need to stop.
They need to stop.
They do. I'm with you on that.
Some women is okay with weight. Like, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Everybody don't have to be skinny.
Man, and then don't get a BBL and then take the Zimpy too.
Right.
Wow.
If you're gonna take the Zippy, then take the BBL out.
Wow.
Right?
Absolutely
Go
insane.
back to the 80s body.
Absolutely insane.
Go back to that. Go back to the flash dance with the high socks and the tight stuff. Do that. But you can't look weird
You
like
have
that.
both, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, you can't
have
do that.
both.
Mary J. Blige out here looking fire. She ain't skinny. She ain't skinny.
Yeah. So
He's not doing coke anymore.
Whatever it is. She realized that she can't do the Zimpy and have all that stuff. That's it. What do you got?
me, I gotta give it to Joy Taylor, man. I gotta give it to Joy
What the hell
Taylor.
happened to Joy?
This chick, man, yo, she been hating on Aaron Rodgers for way too long for me, brother.
Long time.
It's a long, and I don't like it. He's a perennial great. Understand he didn't have the best year in Green Bay. She was killing him off that. And it's like, yo, this is Aaron Rodgers, back-to-back MVP. What is he talking about?
Right.
Goes to the Jets, blows out his Achilles. She's talking shit the whole year. It's like, yo, you have no respect.
But you gotta understand though, she's a Dolphins fan.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no excuse for this. And then you're supposed to be a journalist. Where's your journalistic integrity? She goes on a fucking 7-minute rant the other day about how Aaron Rodgers isn't in the OTAs for the Steelers. She's not even on the team.
Right.
You're supposed to check this shit out before you go on your opening 7-minute rant. You're supposed to know that you're supposed to have the journalistic integrity that you consistently speak off on your show with Taylor Rooks. Oh my god! But yo, what's up with you, Joy Taylor? Like the hate's going too far. You hating so much now that you look dumb. So like she got to get the dummy of the week for me. Do your homework before you start speaking on the Gold Star game. Like for real.
That was well said. It was.
Dummy. Yeah.
I don't think I have one this week. I
Good.
don't. Not a lot of people came by my purview of dummies. No.
Slow news week.
Yes. But if I'm gonna give it to somebody, I got to give it to old Taco Trump. He gets my...
Dummy.
Now, here's the thing, right? I don't like to talk certain things until the end of the show, but guess what? It's the end of the show. So I'm going to do it. For you to have your team of people say, we're going to give refunds for the tariffs. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening to our country to allow this man to do what he's doing?
What's taco stand for again?
Trump always what?
Chickens out.
Chickens out. And the crazy thing is that when the reporter asked him the question, she said, "Hey, listen, you know, there's a term going around. It calls you taco, right? Trump always chickens out." So he said, "What? Kicked out? What?"
Like, thought he was back in the WWE.
What? He was like, "Dude, you heard what the hell she said, man. Don't be trying to clean this shit up. You do it all the time." And here's the thing about the tariffs, right? Here's the thing that people don't understand about tariffs. And now we're gonna go to civics class. What he's doing is completely illegal. You know, the only people that have the right to be able to dictate tariffs in this country? Congress. That's what happens. Congress is the ones that do it. And only the president can be able to do it in certain aspects. You can't do full blanket tariffs of the world. You can't tariff the planet. That's exactly what he did. Tariff the planet. 145 here. Now you come back down to 40. You go 25 over here. You go back down to 5 over here. Like, what are you doing? And then people think, yeah, well, yeah.
Part of the deal.
So somebody else is gonna do it. Somebody else is gonna pay it. No, we pay it. We pay it.
To the point where he's telling Walmart they got to eat the tariffs. No. You kidding me?
Like, yo, we pay the tax. So he's admitted it now in court to say, yeah, they're going to have to pay it. But we're going to refund them. Refund who? With what money?
All right, big dog. I'm still waiting for my Doge check. Didn't they say they were going to give us $5,000?
Right, what happened to that?
Come on, son. This is crazy.
You got Elon Musk out there with a black eye. Somebody knocked him the hell out. We know who it was. It wasn't this kid, right?
Treasury, Secretary of Treasury, knocked him upside
Treasury
his head.
kicked his ass and kicked him out. That's what happened. Tripping on acid in the Oval Office while Trump is talking.
He fell down that K-hole.
What are we doing?
Bugging out.
What is happening?
Yo. And they want to reinvestigate. They want to reopen the investigations of the cocaine that was found in the White House when Biden was there.
Bro,
meanwhile, my dude is tripping balls on fucking cameras.
What
are we kidding?
What are we talking about?
When was the last time Donnie Jr. was there? If we want to reopen some cocaine cases, I know he likes to party.
I need people to wake up and just be smart for a couple of seconds. And just understand that you were led astray. You got duped. And it's okay to admit it, right? It's like the old person that let the guy that sells the knives come into her house and then he ends up getting her bank account somehow and robs her blind. Like, sometimes you are the naive person. That's fine. But once you see the play, accept the play and know that it's a play. That's it. You got played. The man has made millions of dollars since he's been in office as a president.
Billions. My man's
billions.
Crypto schemes.
Billions of dollars.
That's crazy.
He's netted 40% of his earnings since he's been in office. And we trying to tell me that it's not a play? The big, beautiful bill?
Come on.
Yeah, we gonna allow the poor people to pay more taxes. Right? So y'all gonna have to pay more taxes. You making $40,000, you gotta pay more tax on that. While these dudes over here, like Bezos, they don't gotta pay nothing. They ain't gotta pay nothing. They ain't gotta worry about that. We gonna take out the Department of Ed. We gonna take out SNAP. We're going to take out all of these programs. We don't need it.
We don't need it.
Social Security, we're going to slash that. Medicare, we're going to slash that. Medicaid, we're going to slash that. And then you still have people saying, okay. This is why middle of the country stays that way. If you noticed over the past 60 years, 70 years, middle America hasn't really changed much. You wonder why. Because I always say on this show, if you go up to somebody that's in Podunk, Midwest, and he's been living on his Medicaid and Social Security for years, and he has his home, and he doesn't on a fixed income, and you ask that, maybe racist white man and say, hey, would you trade places with that black guy that's Wall Street bound? He has millions of dollars in the bank. He's well invested. He has a big future ahead of him. Would you trade places with him? And he would tell you no, because he still thinks that he's superior to that guy. And that's why you can be able to pull the wool over those people's eyes all the time, as long as you make them feel like they're superior. That's the problem, is that MAGA allows the dummies to feel that they're a part of what their movement is. Yeah, come on. You guys got to help us get out the immigrants. Get them out. Not realizing that when there's no immigrants left,
who's going to pick the tomatoes?
Who's going to pick the tomatoes? Who's going to make the shoelaces? Who's going to do all these things? No. You are. Because when the jobs do come back and the economy sinks, guess who has to work in those factories? You will. But that's the American way, isn't it? So it's not just Donald Trump who's the dummy. Yeah. It's also the people that don't realize how stupid you are, that you need to realize that there's something bigger happening here. And if you don't make a decision in regards to standing up for your democracy, you won't have one left, because Putin is coming. That's all I'm trying to tell you, is that he's already sent the shots out there and say, hey, yeah, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing to Ukraine. Oh, wasn't he supposed to end the war as soon as he got in?
As soon as he got in.
What happened to that?
Putin is making missile strikes 10 minutes after Donald Trump goes online and says, hey, Putin, you got to stop. 10 minutes after, he's striking. Yeah. It's a slap in the face, disrespectful. Yeah. It's letting the world know, I don't respect you.
And he's not doing a thing. You know why? Because he won't.
Dummy. Yeah.
That's all for the show. It's good. It's always nice to have you here. It's always nice because, to be here. I'm tired of yelling at him. Jimmy's great. Silent Assassin's great. But you, sir, you bring a different side out of me, and I love it.
I like being here. I like the atmosphere.
We love you here, okay? So make sure you show your face a lot more often. Shouts to Magic Mind. Great brand, like I said. Promo code, everything. The link is going to be in the description. All even 60. You get 60% off your first time subscription. If you want to just have the one-time payment, that's 20% and 100% money back guarantee. So shouts to Magic Mind. Any thoughts, Claw? Kind word of the week.
Nope.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Till next week, I guess. Stay safe. Stay cool. Peace. Get off the Ozempic. Get off the Ozempic. Okay? If you don't need it, get off of it. All the chicks out there with BBLs, and stay off of it. Enough. Time to fight back.
Ozempic.
Yeah, we out of here.